Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Borkono game video. Today's video is dedicated to Blue Archive, my first impressions, a reroll guide, and pretty much a tier list to go over this. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So I've already downloaded the game, so I'm just gonna hit OK, and I don't have to go through everything. I'm gonna play on a guest account, but this is the first way I'm gonna show you. So you're just gonna go ahead and type in the name that you prefer. I'm gonna put in Bork, and then you just hit OK, and then it'll let you jump right in there. If you get blocked by a screen before this or after this, just close the game and reopen it. There are some issues when you are first trying to play the game. Just try hitting OK in the first place, and then you should be able to go through all of this. All right, so I believe you can skip through this. If not, it should be pretty quick, right? We're gonna hit OK. All right, cool. So my first thoughts on this game, it's presented by Yostar, and Yostar, as you guys know, is the company who has made, I believe it's Arknights and Azure Lane, both very successful games, and I would say a leader in some case in most of the gacha industry, because Arknights is insanely popular, and the same thing with Azure Lane, so their success sort of speaks for themselves. The quality of their games is always top notch. Now, when it comes to Blue Archive and the things that stand out to me, it doesn't stand out to me because it reminds me a lot of Princess Connect. And that's not a bad thing, but I would have to say it's a little bit more up to date as far as the actual gameplay features. The UI, the UI is fairly similar to me. It doesn't seem to stick out too much in the sense of hey, you know, this is going to be a game that's gonna blow your mind. I think it's still in that very Arknights feel where there's boxes and boxes, but everything's really organized in those boxes and everything. Oh, this is one of the characters that you should also reroll for, and this is going to be the tutorial phase. Now what's really cool is this character right here, the blue tank right with the little halo, and by the way, everyone is an angel, that's why they have halos above their heads, right? She is actually one of the best tanks in the entire game. I'll showcase the tier list afterwards, but don't sleep on her because she's going to be absolutely amazing. And look, this is how you cast skills in this game. She casts her grenade, and you actually have to click the character and then you click the area that you want them to cast the skill on, right? So for example, if I click her, right, or if it's gonna force me to click her, she's gonna cast herself a barrier, which is really cool. Some of the free characters will be very good, so you won't have to use really high meta value units unless you just want to breeze through the game, right? So don't worry too much about tier lists when it comes to Blue Archive. I think the biggest thing with Blue Archive is you will use characters that are specific to a situation, and there seems to be a lot of combinations that I'm already seeing. Well, not really in some ways, because you just need a healer, you need at least one tank, and then from there you bring DPS, and then you'll have support characters in the backline that don't go in the actual field. We'll talk about it more later, but you can see how it's very similar to Princess Connect where they're auto moving and everything. And my favorite part is when they auto move, they go into cover and everything. And there's certain characters, for example, the tank character will always be in the front. I'm not sure what her name is. I'm just gonna call her the most overpowered tank right now in the game. And of course, you can rank them up so they can be even better. We can launch a grenade. Nice. Okay, now this is going to be heal the 4. And okay, let's go ahead and skip this. She looks really cool. I don't think you can actually get her. Maybe she's a generic enemy, and we can go through the actual stages. I like how they run around. Now I know that some people might not like the chibi design, but one of the things that I like about this is it definitely feels polished. It doesn't feel like they are adding too little or adding too much. I feel like if they were real life size, it would kind of hurt the way they presented this game, but it would have been nice to see. And there we go, we got a little tank here. We're gonna drop a grenade if we can. Okay, let's go ahead and skip this. Thank you. And okay, cool. Yes, we're gonna be talking a lot. Okay, oh, she wants us to cast a sniping skill again. That should kill the tank a little bit better. Let's go ahead and drop our grenade on that tank and be done with this. No, that doesn't do very much. And then let's go ahead. Oh, they're gonna force us to do a heal? No, okay, we just do the little blue shields right there. Yeah, this game is really cool. I like the overall aesthetic of it. And it's different enough and active enough from Princess Connect that it stands out in my head a little bit more as far as gameplay, right? Because gameplay matters a lot towards people. Let's go ahead and skip this. And note that this is, I guess, the reroll phase where you're sort of just going through the menus and everything. I'm not really like too worried about how long it's going to take to reroll. If you are doing like the stuff where you delete a certain file, it's like a 5-minute process. If you go through the email process, it's also like a 5-minute thing. So it's up to you which way we end up doing like the reroll, right? And I'll leave links to how to get this game. I highly suggest playing this on Android and being on, you know, pretty much QApp. Don't try doing this via APK Pure or anything like that. I trust APK Pure, but QApp has always been like a really good place to pretty much play the games. And note here, this is going to be our free like multi right here. And note that you are guaranteed a 3-star, which is the highest, right? And you can actually get double like 3 stars. I'm not sure if you can get 3, so let's go ahead and put a V. V for victory. Hopefully we get more than 1. Oh, we only get 1. That's completely fine with me. And yeah, that is pretty much like the tutorial phases of the game. I like the little summon animations right here. It's very clean, very crisp. If you're wondering, when is this game going to be dropping for global? Usually Yostar takes about roughly a year to translate the game or to see if this game is going to be fully available in English. Note here that there is some English text within the game, so there is some things that you can read. It's not completely all in JP. Oh, this maid waifu looks really amazing. And who's gonna be our 3-star? Who is this? I'm not sure who this is. I don't know like any of the character names. Cool. You don't look like a 3-star. I like her bag though. That's really cool. All right, cool. I like that. Anytime when I get to see like summons and I get to summon in a gacha game, it's always a good feeling, just because when you get a 3-star, I like it. Now, if you get nothing but 2 stars and 1 stars, I understand the salt. You'll be like, Bork, you're lying. That's not a good feeling to pretty much summon on. I understand, all right? So we get to see a little bit of like the party layout and like the actual like story mode and how it plays out. For the most part, it's fairly straightforward. You're gonna set a party like right here. And note that you have strikers and specials, right? So note that your strikers are going to be the ones that are going to be on the field. So we're going to place our 3-star, and then specials are going to be pretty much units that sit in the back line. You don't really see them, and they're just going to be there to cast their skills, right? You just hit OK, and then you go from there. I'm guessing you get another like special slot in the future. For the most part, these are first impressions, so don't take anything I say like too granularly. This isn't like a guide on first impressions, right? I'm just trying to feel out the game and see like if I'm going to like it. Personally, I really like the game. I like the aesthetic and I like the direction it's going on. And knowing Yostar, they know how to publish a game correctly. Oh, I like the little pan that she had. Is she gonna cook breakfast or something? Okay, look, let's go ahead and jump right into this. I like how dynamic like the actual background is. What does she do? Does she drop like something? Okay, she's gonna cook. Oh, that, never mind. I don't want her to make breakfast for me. What the heck is that? She just killed those people. Okay, yeah, that maid waifu, definitely not allowed to cook. That is like area of effect that kills people, man. That's not cool at all. Okay, cool. Everyone's dead. Oh, you get a little bit of a shot right there. I didn't know. Maybe, I'm pretty sure they're going to censor this game once it releases in global. If you guys are wondering why your game's censored in global, it has to do with probably our laws and governance. There can be a certain rating, or you can't put it on the App Store because, like, you know, that is what our law says for our country. I think in JP it's a lot more lenient, or pretty much in Eastern countries, so they allow those things. In global, not so much. So that has nothing to do. I'm pretty sure if the publishers were allowed to pretty much like post that like content and they want to keep their image a certain way within the region, they would totally just, you know, blast like erogenous like pictures everywhere, right? Because they know that stuff sells. Oh, what is this? Did she just drop a mine? What's gonna happen? Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's cute. This game, I like how it has like this unique flair to it. Like it stands on its own, where it's like, yeah, we do funny things like that. Okay, she threw a bomb there. Did my sniper bullet miss? Usually I'm used to like that sniper bullet like just taking out like a bunch of opponents, but I guess not. Okay, let's go ahead and drop like that area of effect right there. The deadly food, super nice. I just like the way this game feels, you know. It's a little bit different from Princess Connect. The waifus, they definitely have like their own personality to it. Now, I won't say that this is a pound for pound copy for Princess Connect, because in some ways, like, I feel like the upgrade system is a little bit different, and the way like the bubbly nature of the game, like the overall feeling is a little bit different. I feel like since you get to use guns, there's tanks and everything, the game will be a slightly bit more serious than, you know, Princess Connect, because if you look at any of the lore, it's fairly simplistic in Princess Connect, and this one feels like it can go a little bit deeper. I think someone said this is like a prequel to Arc Knights in some ways. Don't quote me on that, all right? Don't quote me on that. I like how we can get like little text messages and everything. All right, let's go ahead and cover the tier list and the reroll methods. First, here is going to be the tier list. Thing here is pretty much tentative, so what that means is nothing is really set in stone, right? And for the most part, these are going to be the characters that you're going to want to reroll for. Note that this hero right here, this is going to be a tank, our 2-star waifu that's absolutely for free, so you pretty much don't have to reroll for her. And you know, these two are the ones I recommend because they're going to be the 2 DPS. And you know, some of these are actually 2 stars. Everyone can pretty much go to like 5-star and stuff, and I really like the overall presentation of like the way the tier list pretty much flows. And just don't take anything like too crazily, because this is a game that's been out for what, a week, so we don't really know how accurate this is. I have tried this character. I have her in this reroll right here. Pretty much what she does, when she shoots like a bullet, it explodes. It's really amazing, and you can actually try this character in particular absolutely for free. So if you want to go ahead and check out like all these characters, just go through this story and you get to try some of them, and she is pretty good overall. Just change it to English. I'm using Google Chrome if you're wondering, you know, how I'm getting all of this into English. And let's go ahead and talk about if you want to play, you know, Blue Archive. I recommend going through QApp, you know, leave the links down in the description. I recommend using BlueStacks and everything, right? So let's say you don't like this account and you want to reroll, right? So I recommend using Bstweaker. This is going to be the main tool that I use. Pretty much it lets you get root access into your BlueStacks device. So I pretty much have this device right here. This is tryouts, you can see on the left hand corner. And if you go into settings, you go into emulator, you want it to be BlueStacks in particular. That way it'll detect, you know, the BlueStacks device. So once you go there, you go to info, you go to file manager, make sure like this like box is pretty much checked. And then now we are pretty much accessing the root folder for Blue Archive over here. So you go into data, you go into data again, you go to Yostar JP Blue Archive, shared prefs, and then you go right here into the AudiXDK shared.xml. So we have an account right here. You pretty much close it. You don't want to pretty much keep it. You delete it. You open up the game, and pretty much you can reroll from there and go about pretty much creating a guest account, right? I've already showed you like how like the reroll is, and like pretty much like clicking through like all the cutscenes and stuff with my first impressions. So that's pretty much it. You know, you go here, get Bstweaker, delete this like file, download it via QApp, you go over the tier list, and you pretty much go with what you think is right as well. Just note that, you know, waifu over meta all day, and I would have to say this is definitely my waifu. No, not her, unfortunately. She is my favorite character currently, so I can't wait to get her and like maybe other like 3-star heroes, because you can actually get more than one 3-star character within a role. So you know, feel free to reroll as much as you want, and this is how you pretty much just go through everything. It's the exact same thing that I showed you. I'll leave links in the description if you want to reroll with an email method. There's even a little bit of a description on how to do it. It tells you like to use a salted email and everything, and you pretty much just go from there. All right, and then let's go ahead and go through here just for example's sake so you guys can see it. Pretty much type in my name, you hit OK again there, and then you go through the reroll. That's how it works. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, thanks so much for watching. Consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment. Once we hit 15,000 subs, we'll be doing a giveaway. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one.